Hello, hello, my friends. How's it going today? I want to take this opportunity to lead you in a tapping meditation to help release some grief. Over these past few years, I've been moving a ton of collective grief through my own body. And more recently, as I journey through transition in my own life, I find myself releasing more grief. So, the way this is going to work is a call and response. I'm going to say something and then I'm going to pause and let you respond or repeat after me, is what I mean. And so, right now, I'd just like you to check in with yourself and put a number on your grief from 0 to 10. 10 being the most, 0 being not at all. This number is only important to you in this particular moment. It's meant as a guidepost for you to know at the end how much of a shift there's been. Because as humans, we often forget the pain and suffering and we move right to everything's great and it's always been great. It's a beautiful thing that we can do this as humans, but when we're healing, we want to know how far we've come. All right, so check in, decide what number your grief is at in this moment, and then let's begin. On the outside of the hand, the karate chop point, doesn't matter which hand, gently tapping. Even though I can feel all this grief, right here, right now, I'm safe. Even though I can feel all this grief stored in my body, I'm open to looking at this. Even though I can feel all this grief stored in my body, I accept this is how I feel right now. Moving to inside the eyebrows with one or both hands. This grief outside of the eyes, right on the bone. This grief I'm holding underneath the eye, right on the bone. This grief I'm holding in my body. Underneath the nose. All this grief. And the crease of the chin. All this grief stored in my body. Down to the chest, just a couple inches below the collarbone. This grief underneath the arm, at the side. All this grief I'm carrying in my body. So just take a moment here, place your hands on your heart. Notice what's happening. Notice if your number has changed. And then let's come back, fingers in between the eyes again, right on the bone. This grief I've been carrying, outside of the eye, right on the bone. I wonder what it would feel like underneath the eye to release this grief. Underneath the nose. I wonder if it's safe to release this grief. In the crease of the chin, this heavy grief. Down to the chest. It's weighing me down. Underneath the arm. I wonder if I'm ready to release it. Again, hands on your heart. Pause, notice. And then let's come back in between the eyes one more time. All this grief outside of the eyes that's been stored in my body, underneath the eyes. It's heavy underneath the nose. It's dragging me down. In the chin. I'm open to the idea down to the chest of releasing this grief. Under the arm. I'm open to the idea of releasing this grief now. Bringing your hands back to your heart, checking in, and then assessing, how is your grief feeling now? What number is it at? What are you noticing? If you had memories or ideas or past experiences pop up for you while you were doing this, these are moments that are important for you. They're opportunities for additional healing, maybe through more tapping, maybe through more journaling. If this felt overwhelming for you, that's probably an indicator that you need support. You need someone to support you to move forward with a deeper practice. All right. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm Anita Kaiser, and my business is Anita Kaiser Wellness. I'm a coach who works with empaths, sensitives, and starseeds to take them from shame to superpowered. Have a beautiful day. Much love.